Hello everyone, this is Shade Champion MTG, and I'm excited to show you a new standard Affinity brew that I've cooked up. You've heard of Modern Affinity? Well, uh, welcome to Standard Affinity. Code Red. There's an Affinity build in Standard. We got Pauper, we got Modern. Everybody hates them. We'll see how it goes in Standard, so I'll just give you a quick deck tech, and then we can hop into a couple of best of one arena games to show you how the deck does. So, just going through the sort of idea of the deck, you have your basic token makers, which supercharge your artifact count. So, there's Pinnacle Emissary, which you can warp in for cheap and go off in sort of a stormy turn. There's Ravenous Robots, which is similar, also makes 1/1s. And finally, the basis of the deck, and perhaps the best one, Weapons Manufacturing, which creates these munition tokens that deal 2 to any target when they leave the battlefield. You'll see that this effect is really central to how the deck both interacts and actually wins. So going through some of the other basic artifact pieces, there's a bunch of new pieces from the Marvel superhero set that really make this deck tick. One is this new Shuri card, which is a discount for artifacts, which turns all your 1-mana artifacts into free artifacts, and just discounts pretty much everything in the deck. The other ability of copying an artifact you control and turning it into another artifact isn't central to the deck, but it can be used for utility in more grindy matchups. So, as you can see over here, we're playing a very greedy land count, only 16 lands for this mana base, but we can do that because we have 4 copies of this Fountain Port Bell. So Fountain Port Bell fulfills 2 main roles. It pseudo acts as another land, because you can play it on turn 1, tutor a land to the top of your library, and make sure you hit that second land drop or third land drop, which is really important. And if you don't need lands, it's just a cheap artifact you can cast to trigger your Weapons Manufacturing, trigger your Ravenous Robots, and then you can cantrip it when you have extra mana to start drawing through your deck. Another fun inclusion is Mox Jasper, which, it's no Mox Opal, but it's still a 0 mana artifact that you can cast for free, and it can be used to cast other spells. So moving on to the big payoffs, the Affinity payoffs. The biggest and best is probably Krang Mastermind. Pure Affinity for artifacts, often costs double blue, and gets pumped for each other artifact you control. But honestly, the best part of this this card is the ETB ability. It's essentially at least usually a 2-mana draw 2 once you've dumped your hand, and maybe even a 2-mana draw 4. And even if they kill it in response, it doesn't really matter because you've already refueled your hand to keep digging through your deck and finding your threats. So, the other 2 new awesome cards from Marvel Superheroes are, number 1, Arc Reactor. Improvise, can often be completely free. Unfortunately comes in tap, so you can't use it as a mana producer, but it can help you ramp up to some of your big X spells, which I'll go into next. Next is Ironheart, which is really awesome because she has Improvise herself, meaning you can power her out on turn 2 or turn 3, and she gives all your other non-creature spells, which means artifacts, or instants or sorceries, Improvise, which really helps you just go off and storm off and cast a bunch of spells. So, what are the payoffs? Number 1, Traumatic Critique. If you can have Ironheart down, tap a bunch of artifacts, fire off a huge Traumatic Critique, and just finish your opponent out of the game, that's great. If not, it can just be a cantrip. Very low, a very high floor card. And then the second one, which I think is super sweet, is this card, Hide on the Ceiling. So it sort of has another effect where it can be good in the early game and the late game, because you can use it to blink your artifacts. So if you have a Cryogen Relic, for instance, you play the Cryogen Relic, you draw a card, later in the game, you can hide on the ceiling, blink it, it leaves the battlefield, draw a card, comes back, draw another card. So it's great with that. It's also great with Weapons Manufacturing, because every time a non-token artifact enters, you create a munitions token. So even if you're just blinking a Candy Trail or a Fountain Port Bell for not much value, you'll still get those ETB triggers. But make sure you remember that's not the case with the Ravenous Robots or the Pinnacle Emissary, because those care about cast triggers, not ETBs. But the real combo is, once you have built up maybe 8 to 10 munitions tokens at the end of the game, you can cast a big hide in the ceiling, exile those artifacts, make them leave, and then just burn your opponent out of the game. So that's sort of the plan. It's not like you have a single win condition. You kind of want to chip in for some damage with some tokens, get some damage with the munitions tokens, and then sort of chip them out and impede their plan at the same time. There's definitely a few matchups that are still not the best. If you run into a Badger Mole Cub deck with a really good draw, where they just dump a bunch of huge creatures, then there's not a ton you can do. But in a lot of matchups, I feel this deck can be really quick and can be really strong. So, let's jump into it. Alright. Let's go. We're recording. Let's get it. Let's get into some best of one gameplay. I honestly think this deck is a lot better than best of 3. Just because you really want that access to the sideboard, so that you can put in some sweepers for the creature decks, and then put in some counters against the control matchups. Right now I have 4 Torch the Towers, so like the control matchups get a little worse, because those are kind of dead. But like in this case, we don't have a red source for the Torch the Towers, which is really annoying. We don't really have a good plan other than like Legion Extruder on 2, so I think this is a mulligan. Okay, yeah, this is a lot better. I think Braided Net is just not. It's like a sideboard card. I don't know. It's really good in some matchups, but not very good in others. But this is a good hand. We can Weapons Manufacturing on 2. Weapons Manufacturing on 2. Furdok Core on 3. Ravenous Robots plus Crouchen Relic on 4. And then just draw like a Krang. Easy. Maybe I want 4 Krangs. Maybe that's what... I think we want 4 Weapons Manufacturing and 4 Krang instead. Even though I'm not running that right now. But we run into the classic hold up 2 mana for a counter spell. I think we just have to... We just have to do it. Like if they have it, they have it. Like they're gonna counter one of our things eventually. And they definitely have it. Wench me. Wench me. Wench me. Wow. Really? Huh. I feel like they still have it, so maybe they're just holding it for another turn. Huh. We can kill that with the hide if we really need to. Oh. I don't know. That's very surprising to me. But I guess it's still good if they counter this. That would still be annoying. If they didn't have it last turn, well, they definitely had it last turn, so they're probably going to do it now. I feel like they gotta. No. Really? Maybe they're just playing slow? They don't have a counter? We can hold up the Torch. Just play another Storm Chaser's Talent. It's fine. It's fine. Play another Storm Chaser's Talent. It's okay. They have like a Consult? Maybe that's what they're holding up? And they wanted to hold it until they had like more lands, or what? That might be what's going on here. I'm definitely suspicious of this 2 mana being held up. Are they really just not concerned about either of these? We're definitely taking the Otter hit, just because, like, if they drop another Otter or something, then the Torch to the Tower gets so much better. Really? I don't really think that is the best play. But I guess it's okay. If we don't draw a land, it's a bit annoying. It's not the end of the world. I guess we can't Torch anymore this turn. Maybe they just have a weird draw. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they'll counter it this time? I don't know. Well, I guess we just play it again. Just try to run them out of cards. I think that's the main way that you can win. Just try to, like, run them out of interaction, and then just draw more cards than them. Just grind them out. So literally the same exact scenario as last time. They chipped in 2 damage. I guess. I don't know. I feel like bouncing their own Storm Chaser's Talon is probably better there. If it was me. You know, not saying I'm the best player in the world. But... She got opponent. Just turn on the Great Hall. It's fine. That's all. It's fine. Just turn on the Great Hall. Alright, we're definitely taking the hit for 1. What you got, opponent? Maybe this guy's just a slow thinker, a slow player. It's okay with that. You want to consider all your options? Weigh all your choices? Really? I think we still hold on to it. See, that's why, that's why. But now we go... Ooh, if they have no counter, this is going to be a sick turn. So we go like this. No counter. No counter. Well, we can pay for it. Like, if they have the quench, I don't know, we could have something else. If they have the quench, we can just pay for it, so it's fine. But, and we still have the... Don't know if we tap. No, because we'll have the cast. Yeah, even if they counter this, we can still cast the Arc Reactor. So I'm not even too concerned about it. I don't know if they're just, like, really being stingy about what they want to counter. I'm trying to hold it, like, for our bomb or whatever. But I don't know if that's the best idea in this scenario. Because now we can just dump the Arc Reactor, which is awesome. This is the power of Arc Reactor. Look at this. Boom. Are we countering that? Honestly, I'd be fine. We already got the triggers, so... I guess we didn't get the munitions yet. What are you thinking about, Elvis? What are you thinking about? Alright. What you got? So we're getting sort of to the point where if we find an Iron Heart, then we're really in business. Ooh, interesting. Okay, I mean, that's fine. That's not... I'm not too worried about that. We got big mana. We can kill whatever they play. We got a bunch of munitions. Legion Extruder would be good. Just start making golems. Ooh. That's scary. Ooh. Oh, wait, this is good though. So we're just running straight into our Torch the Tower tech. I feel like against like a deck like against decks that play like a bunch of 1 and 2 toughness creatures, if you get the right draw, or like a decent draw, then this deck can really just blow them out. Like, because we just take out both of their creatures, and I don't even know like what you do. Do we want? I think we want a Fountain Port Bell at this point. We have a bunch of mana. We could hide on the ceiling for a ton. Maybe that's what we do. We could hide on the ceiling for 4. Bounce the Cryogen Relic and like 3 tokens. We could also do that on their turn. But they're tapped out, so... Or for 5, even. Do all 4 tokens and the Cryogen Relic. This is the power of hide on the ceiling. 1, yes. 2, yes. 3, yes. Oh, I'm running out of time. Just do it. Trigger, trigger. Trigger. Boom. Boom. Nope. Boom. 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 Draw. Land. Boom. Boom, boom. If we want to draw, Legion Extruder is good. Good enough for me. Good enough for me. Come back. Boom. Draw, boom. This is the power. This is the power of hide on the ceiling. Wonderful. And then Legion Extruder, ping them, get another thing. We're like, this one's basically locked up at this point. Yeah, that's not going to do it. I don't think. 2-turn clock. We could just... No, because Legion Extruder... Sack. We could Traumatic Critique for a bunch. And try to kill the... Eddie Merc Crab. But I think... Just doing something like this. It's quicker and better. Because I don't think they're killing us from 14 just Crab next turn. So I don't think we have to worry a ton about... We can make a blocker anyway, so... It's completely fine. Question is, do we now Traumatic Critique for like 2? But I don't mind the cards we have in our hand, so maybe we just play this out as another blocker, and then we can like crack a Candy Trail on their turn, or Cryogen Relic. Yeah, so we just need like a couple more artifacts, and then we just hide on the ceiling them and then just win. Or even beat them down with the Furdock Core, why not? You can see like how great the Arc Reactor is to have once you get like the engine going, because it just provides a bunch more colorless mana. So you can play other stuff and like crack your things. I don't really care about that. It's totally fine. Shock, huh? They have something else. Lightning Strike? Yeah. Beat me down. Beat me down. Because we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can 6 them with the Traumatic Critique. So we need... like a... boomerang, whatever. A boomerang would be good. Any artifact would be good. Frang would be good. Like, basically any non-land is good, and land isn't even bad, because it, like, gets us a bigger Traumatic Critique. But what could their last card be? Really? That's what you're doing? That's so interesting to me. Anyways. This? Yeah, maybe they just don't know the tech of bouncing around Storm Fixer's Talent. I don't know why they're, like, in love with bouncing my Furdock Core. They're so scared of Furdock Core. Alright. It's not even 2 bags, we just replay it. Get another munitions token. Make another golem. Hang them. Yeah, I mean... might as well not take any risks. I don't think we can kill them this turn. With what we're looking at. Just crack the Cryogen Relic. So we have to hide on the ceiling for the tokens. Pinnacle Emissary. Warping that in doesn't really help us. Maybe we just straight up play it. This one's pretty much in the bag. But you know what they say, it's not over till it's over. Don't let your guard down until the last second. Until the game is over. If they get back. Pyroclasm? No. A Lightning Strike our face? If they shock Lightning Strike our face, we chumped. I guess that's not really any better. Legion Extruder is so good, but I just feel like I really don't want, like, more than 2 in my deck. Because they're not good at multiples. I guess they're not bad if you have a bunch of mana, because you can do it multiple times per turn. I don't know, I think 2 is like a pretty good spot for it. 2 of the Pinnacle Emissaries. Maybe we go to 4 of the Weapons Manufacturing. I also think maybe we go to 4 of the Krang. I was kind of thinking 3. Alright, that's fine. I was also kind of thinking 3 for the Krangs because they're legendary, but honestly, even playing it when you already have one down to draw a bunch of cards just, like, still feels completely good, so... Alright, yeah, we'll just finish them off. Swing at the Pinnacle Emissary. Hide on the ceiling for 4. 2. 3, 4. Boom. And trigger. Boom. 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 Beast mode. Boom. That's kind of how it works out a lot of the time, as you just kind of ping them down. Yeah, I don't know. They just ran out of gas. I think they probably wanted to boomerang basic their own Storm Chaser's talent a lot more than they did, instead of doing it on my stuff to try to slow me down. Anyways, solid game. Come on, best of one. The struggles of best of one, of brews, of, you know, trying to be your own, trying to have your own brain. I want to have my own brain. Come on, deck. Don't let me down. Okay, this is fine. Even though we can't play weapons manufacturing, we still have ravenous robots on too. This is what I'm talking about. Ooh. Just a 2-1 lifelink, that just, it's not that scary. They're definitely gonna have, I just already know the removal spell is just coming. It's coming for my ravenous robots. No land? That's something. If we can hit a land off the top, a red source, even? Well, it's still not. No land again? Alright, this is what we needed. Okay, do we pick up the Cryogen Relic and draw 2? No, I think this is definitely the play. Then we just gotta play this before he has a chance to remove it. Get the red source. I think we hold the Candy Trail though. We already know what's on top anyway. And next turn we can go Weapons Manufacturing. It's still fine. I think we're still in this. Do we boomerang basics the Cryogen Relic, or do we Candy Trail? I think we get closer to Krang and Candy Trail. Here, +2. Krang next turn even. Right. Cryogen Relic. Ooh, I like Legion Extruder. I think we're fine on Cryogen Relic. But... Okay. Maybe that's the key, is just pressure. Maybe we need something. That is our haste, right? Okay, maybe, does that change the plans? I think this is... Yeah. This is one of the awesome things about this deck, is this little combo here. I do think there's like something here. Anybody else, please take a crack at it and, like, let me know what your build comes up with. But I think that there's something here to... Maybe we should have done that to the, control. Well... Maybe not. We're gonna be one short. Because if we did the Candy Trail, then we could have... Yeah, I think maybe I just need to get better at the deck. It does seem like it has a high, like, difficulty of play. Huh. So if I picked up the Candy Trail there... I don't know. It's close. Well, I'm thinking too much. It's just casting Arc. Unfortunate thing is we're one short of casting Arc Reactor. Like, if it was like 4, it'd be so... I feel like there's so many times where I get to 4 at the end of my turn, like 4 artifacts. And I'm like 1 short of the Arc Reactor. But I do, like, there's something here. I'm telling you, I'm gonna tweak this deck. I'm pushing to Mythic with this deck. Maybe I'll do like a Road to Mythic. Yeah. Ooh. He's low-key janking me out with this thing, though. How much do I care about removing it? Because I could Legion Extruder sack munitions to kill it. but instead do I just like try to Krang and advance my game plan? Then if you removal spells, hits me for 4. I guess that's just not that scary. Can we do both? No, because we don't have a land. I don't think we slam the Krang this turn. I think I would rather. But I kind of want to get the Pinnacle Emissary and the Legion Extruder down. Then we can't kill this guy. So maybe we just play it slow. I feel like we're pretty in control at this point. When I was at 30, I feel like that doesn't seem like he has a lot of card draw in his deck. So I feel pretty good about our chances of landing these. So that worked out nicely. That like explosion of the improvise is kind of cool. Shout out to Arena. I mess with that. But yeah, so now we like really have our engine going and we're not really under immediate pressure, so oh my gosh. This guy's still going to go out. Do we shop this in? Come on, there's no way, right? So warp this. What do we pick up? Because I kind of want to get the Krang value. Ooh. We could pick up munitions? Pick up... The Cryogen Relic is just the best value, though. So maybe we just... maybe we just keep playing it slow. We pick up in munitions. Okay, that was a good draw. And then we... no, we can do it this way. What if we forgot about the reactor? See, now we're going kind of crazy, but this guy just had a bad draw, so it's not that impressive. And now we play the Mox Jasper. Yeah, why not? We'll send it. If we like end up losing because I shocked in that Steam Vents, then I'm pissed. But play something off this Krang draw. Another one. I guess we just crack this to gain a few life back. Alright. So now, obviously, this is like the idea of the movie. It's just when they have a lot of interaction or they're too fast, you like can't get to this point where you're just like, you're just going. You're just going. I don't know. It's still losable. I mean, it's not over till it's over. Voltan, give me the best you got. I also want to see, because this guy, like, mono black is not exactly, like, the meta? Am I allowed to say that? It's not exactly the meta. So I just don't know if this is still viable against, you know, off-meta. So now we're just sort of kind of on mode, because I don't think there's unless he somehow burns me out, which I guess is still possible. I do not think that there's a very good chance of winning this one. He could have a board wipe, so I pursue board wipes in black, so I don't really want to, like, put too much power on the board. Maybe we just make a token, like, on his end step. I don't know. It still pays to be cautious. Yeah, exactly, okay. Really? Oh, I guess that's good. Is he gonna play it too? I guess he couldn't kill it anyway. Yeah, shout out to me, good plays. Do you see that? Alright. Wait! Look at this. Look at this play. Look at this play. This is high level stuff. This is Pro Tour type stuff that we're doing here. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, sort of my dream is, like, just telling you a little bit about myself. My dream is I really want to play in the Pro Tour someday. I'm sure that maybe a lot of you watching this have similar goals, perhaps. But, you know, I'm a college student. I rediscovered my love for Magic a while ago after playing as a kid. I just really enjoy the game, like, as a pure thing, and I really enjoy it, like, in a more competitive form. And... ooh, how much can we cast this for? Wait. Hold that thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17? For 15, are we just... wait, let's do it next turn. Let's do it next turn. Let's just play it safe. Oh wait, no, we can do it. Wait, can we? We need 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wait, this would be this is great for the video. Traumatic critique for 14 at his face. Do it. Do it. Oh my goodness. This is the power of Affinity and Standard. Look at that. Beautiful. I wish I could say that this happened every single game. It definitely doesn't happen every single game. But yeah, as I was saying, I love Magic. I'm gonna keep, playing Magic, and hopefully making some cool brews, posting more on this channel, and just improving as a player and having fun. So, if you watched this whole video, thanks so much. My first Magic YouTube video of all time. I really appreciate it. And yeah, see you later.